Welcome back to Wrestleverse, the show where we build a WWE 2K25 universe mode that actually feels like a real company. We've built the roster, we've given each brand an identity, and now it's time to give your world some structure, because no matter how good your booking is, if your calendar's a mess, your universe is basically a circus with no ringmaster. And trust me, I've had those universes before. 1 week Raw was on a Thursday, SmackDown was on a Tuesday, and WrestleMania was somehow in September. So yeah, we're fixing that. This is the logistics episode, the one where we build your year, map out your shows, decide your premium live events, and even sprinkle in a few creative extras to make the world feel alive. Alright, let's start with the foundation. The weekly shows are the backbone of your entire operation. They set the tone, drive your stories, and define how busy your calendar really is. Now, for realism, I like to stick to a 3-show format, simple, manageable, and consistent. That means Monday Night Raw, the flagship. This is your drama, your chaos, your unpredictable energy, the show where alliances crumble and microphones get abused. Think of it like the soap opera of wrestling, but with chair shots. Then we've got Friday Night SmackDown. This one's the prestige brand, the sport-first show with tighter matches, more focus on championships, and cleaner presentation. If Raw is your movie, SmackDown is your documentary, and in between we've got Wednesday nights, the middle child that deserves love too. Here you can slot in NXT or maybe a custom show like Velocity, Heat or Breakout. This is your sandbox for prospects, mid-card experiments, or even guest appearances from main roster talent testing new storylines. You can even name it after your universe's theme. Like if your world's gritty and competitive, call it Collision or Underground. If it's more classic, maybe Superstars. The key is every show should feel like it serves a purpose. Now, if you really want to push realism and depth, we bring back an old classic, Saturday night's main event. This isn't a weekly thing, more like a once-a-month special. Think of it as a mini pay-per-view that lives on free TV. It's perfect for giving airtime to storylines that aren't quite PLE ready but still matter. You can throw in exhibition matches, celebrity cameos, or those dream matches that don't need months of build. And from a realism standpoint, it also represents extra income for your fictional company, a network special, or even a Peacock exclusive. Because let's be honest, every universe mode needs that one excuse for a random title versus title match that doesn't really fit anywhere else. Plus, Saturday shows are perfect for testing the crowd. If a rivalry gets a huge pop there, you know it's PLE ready. If it doesn't, back to developmental they go, with a sad little loading screen. Now for the big question, how many premium live events should you have in a year? If you want realism, aim for one every month, but alternate which brand hosts it. That gives your rivalries time to breathe and your roster time to recover. Here's how I like to structure a balanced, realistic WWE calendar. A mix of modern events and nostalgic throwbacks that make the year feel dynamic. January, Royal Rumble. The classic, no debate. It's your launch pad for WrestleMania. February, No Way Out. Old school, gritty, perfect for finalizing Rumble Fallout. March, Roadblock, End of the Line. That transitional event where everything feels tense before Mania. April, WrestleMania. The grandest stage of them all. Your season finale. If you mess this one up, there's always next year. May, Backlash, the reset button. Stories continue, new ones begin. Everyone pretends last month's chaos didn't happen. June, King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. Great for adding prestige, crowning new stars, or reviving feuds through tournament storytelling. July, Money in the Bank. Unpredictable, energetic, and full of betrayal. August, SummerSlam, your mid-year blockbuster, the perfect time for big stadium vibes. September, Unforgiven. A return to that Attitude Era tone, personal grudges, intense storytelling, fewer gimmicks. October, Halloween Havoc. If you run SmackDown or NXT, this is the one to make visually unique. Neon, spooky, over the top, have fun with it. November, Survivor Series, brand warfare, or just a story-driven multi-man spectacle. Either way, it's your chance to showcase unity or chaos. December, Armageddon. Big endings, brutal stipulations, and that satisfying season finale vibe before the Rumble resets everything. That lineup gives your universe a sense of history and progression, a realistic year that flows naturally without every month feeling like a rinse and repeat. Now here's a detail that most players overlook. House shows. These are the non-televised live events WWE runs in smaller arenas across the world. and they're crucial if you want your universe mode to feel alive. You can simulate these in your universe as off-screen events, little cards that happen between TV episodes. You don't have to record or upload them, just note down what happens. For example, mid-card champions defending their titles, undercard talent testing chemistry, maybe a one-off dream match for the live crowd. I like to create a custom arena for these, dim lighting, no Titantron, smaller crowd. Run it as WWE Live or name it after the brand, like SmackDown Live Tour or Raw Super Show. You can even make simple graphics or post a weekend house show results thread on Discord or your community page. Fans love that sense of continuity. It gives your world that living, breathing feel, as if the show keeps going even when you're not playing. Now let's talk about how this all fits together. Once your shows and PLES are in place, the key to realism is balance. Don't overload your calendar. Make sure every rivalry and every division has time to develop. Spacing is everything. Give breathing room after big events. If WrestleMania just happened, let your next month focus on rebuilding, not just throwing everyone into new feuds instantly. And think about who's wrestling where. Top stars shouldn't appear on every show. Keep some exclusive to their brands. And if you want crossover matches, use them sparingly. Make them feel special. Consistency is what makes your universe mode believable. Once your calendar flows naturally, your stories will too. So there you have it, the blueprint for your WWE universe. From weekly TV to Saturday night's main event, from PLEs to house shows, every day on your calendar now has a purpose. It's not just about filling time, it's about building momentum. When you nail that flow, your universe stops feeling like a game mode and starts feeling like a real company. Next episode, we're diving into championships, deciding which titles exist, how to structure your divisions, and how to make every belt mean something. But before you go, I want to hear from you. What does your WWE calendar look like? Do you prefer the modern layout with events like Payback and Fastlane, or do you go full nostalgia with Judgment Day and No Mercy? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll feature the best one in the next episode. I'm Jack, and this is Wrestleverse, where realism meets creativity. See you next time.